across the globe. You're here on the Community Sports Show.
To the rivers, beside golden sands too. Listen up, Earth, this anthem's for you. All over town, bird, swan, cricket lighting the way. The great game of cricket, we live it every day. Pitch, it's a battle of will. The smell of the turf and the cheers that still thrill. Grass beneath our feet, we sweat and we grind. The heart of Perth Swan, we're one of a kind. So come, raise your voices, let the anthem ring. We're the pride of Perth Swan. Hear the songs we all sing. Perth Swan's on fire. Feel the energy soar. When the crowd starts roaring, we're ready for more. The Community Sports Show, home of the PSCA, showing our passions to the world every day. With legend behind us and dreams in our hands, you'll find us united from the bush to the sands. The spirit of Perth, it runs through our veins. In every match played, that's where it remains. Under the hot summer sun, Perth Swan cricket is igniting the flame, rocking the globe with the sound of the game. Perth Swan's on fire. Feel the energy soar. When the crowd starts roaring, we're ready for more. The Community Sports Show, the home of the PSCA. Don't hang around. Come and join us today.
Well, I just went over a minute there. Some people wish I would be silent for more than a minute. Well, they're just mean, really. And we don't do mean here on the Community Sports Show. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to be overly exuberant right now. It is Friday night, your night of the Intersport Slater Gartrell Perth Swan Cricket Association review show. It's week number 4. I'm almost running out of hands. In a couple of weeks I'm going to struggle here. But it's week 4 now, and we started with a minute's silence, as a lot of clubs are doing this weekend and around the grounds across the country. A sad situation over there in Victoria, my birthplace. Our thoughts go out to the Austin family.
Absolutely.
And to all those connected at Ferntree Gully. And in this moment, you know who's important to remember as well?
Who's that?
The young fella that threw the ball that got him.
Absolutely. I think Sean Abbott's actually reached out to him and started chatting to him, because it was a very similar incident that happened with Phil Hughes way back when. So, I think there's a lot of people getting around him as well.
So, look, it's really important, viewers. We say it on the show every week. Take care out there. Stay safe. Look after yourself. But importantly, look after each other. And it's moments like this that make me proud to be someone who identifies as a local sports nut, because community really is what it's all about.
Absolutely.
Now, speaking of community, it is the Community Sports Show, and this show, the Intersport Slater Gartrell Perth Swan Cricket Association review show, that's a tongue twister.
Absolutely. I couldn't get past that.
Is proudly brought to you thanks to our platinum sponsors, of course. ID Athletic for all your sporting apparel. Even I notice your club's got ID Athletic, because look, it's made it into the studio. The long time waiting.
Yeah, it's been a while. We were meant to get it out to you
a
couple of months ago.
Yeah. Some clubs still aren't in here, mate, so you've done better than others.
No, you got to be in here.
Yeah. First time in, welcome.
Yes, no, thank you. Thank you.
I should introduce this bloke. For those who don't know, a few of the people out there have met you already. Your club's only, your club has, well, same could be said here. The club only just joining the competition. Welcome to the show, Bailey O'Keefe of West Coast Cricket Club.
Thanks, Nolsey. Really excited to be here. We're really excited to be in this new association. It gives our club a bit of a fresh breath of air. We're able to, play against different people, experience different things, travel to different locations. Something that I think's really helped our club. We have grown quite a bit just in this short amount of time already. It's been really positive from everything so far.
Well, I do have an official PSCA hat. I am the new media guy. But welcome to the competition.
Thank you.
In B grade there. We'll have a look at that later. But you have certainly, as a club, brought a fair bit to the competition, I tell you. You are the cat amongst the pigeons right now.
Absolutely. Something that we've always tried to do is really try and get our social media game up. And with the Community Sports Show behind us, we thought, why not just get into it this year? Fresh start.
Don't blame me for everyone coming at you.
Nah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're, loving every minute of it.
All right. Well, we hope you're enjoying it as well, viewers, because lots of content. And you have brought some smiles, a couple of weeks ago, not last week, the week before, I think it was, you had the duo poses calendar collection.
Yeah, that was good.
That was not good.
I thought it was great. It was a good bit of humour.
Great humour. I did love it. I'm just winding you up.
You're stirring me up.
Yeah.
Doesn't take much to get me going.
Now, oh dear, could be a
great night, guys.
Here.
This could be a great night.
All right, so I first met you through Dianella. We were talking before the show about your connection to Dianella a few years ago. Went over to West Coast.
Yep.
What's your role up there at the club? How long have you been involved?
So I was at Dianella when I first started my career in seniors. Then moved over to West Coast. Basically, all of my best mates played there. all the guys that I met through high school. I was basically hanging out with every Saturday anyway after cricket. So I'm like, why not just hang out with them on a Saturday at cricket? So I went over there and then kind of fell away with the sport a little bit. So I moved myself back to Dianella just to go back to where I started. Had my year there and then moved back over to West Coast and really had a really good fresh breath of air, as I said a bit earlier. So I'm actually the merchandise coordinator now. So I'm the guy that's basically brought on ID Athletic for all our uniforms. Get the sponsors in. Get the sponsors in.
Shout out to Josh.
Yeah, no, they've been great over there. Paris, she takes at least 2-3 emails from me every week, and she must hate me, but she does a really good job for us. So I can't thank them enough. And then our other sponsors as well, City Toyota.
Oh, no.
Can I not do that?
No.
I was going to try and sneak that in.
No.
I was going to try and sneak
and
that
not
in.
too loud, remember? Even though there's foam on
absolutely.
the door, my beautiful wife will growl at me and
Yeah,
you get to
that's
leave
okay.
the house later.
Yeah,
Or,
I've got to walk past her to leave, so.
she'll be in bed by then. And look, viewers, I want to start as well just by quickly acknowledging all the other clubs involved, a few co-hosting. You talked about social media, stepping it up and all that sort of business. I want to thank all the clubs that are stepping up as well, whether it's through your, and I know a lot of it's your own initiative there, co-hosting the show with us, sharing the show, jumping online as a few people are doing already. A big thank you wherever you are for joining us. And before we get into a lot of stuff, I just want to finish with a question for you. So far, West Coast, 2 teams. What grades?
B and Fs.
B and Fs.
Yeah.
Are you trying to write something
Yeah, we're trying to write it in
subconsciously
folklore.
there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll see about that later, viewers. But the Bs going okay.
Yep.
F Troop had their first win last week. We saw a couple of interviews.
Yep.
Attempted interviews.
Yeah.
You've got to take the bar out of the background there.
Yep.
But look, what's the overall vibe at the club coming in where you are now and looking forward?
Vibe's good. Getting a lot of numbers down at training, which is something we really struggled with previously. Getting a lot of people back to the club. We've got our first major event on tomorrow night with our Halloween costume party. So that's going to be really fun. And just everything about the new association is just kind of a bit of a draw card for everyone. So
Okay.
vibes are good, and some of the guys are playing pretty well. So
Well,
it's all helping.
We'll see who's doing well later on, viewers, because not all is golden out there. We are not in Trump land.
No.
Anyway,
not.
enough of the politics talk there.
Oh.
And I can see the other Bailey number 2, has jumped online. Bailey Cayley.
Thanks, Ailey. Thanks for that.
Good to see you there. I thought you were going to come in, Bailey, but I believe that you might be negotiating a position later in the season. Look forward to that. All right, you know what else I look forward to? Is all the work the clubs do on their socials. Okay? Carlisle, big shout out to you. You've started tagging me in Facebook posts. Bring a lot of your content across, because your bad dad joke of the week and your under the pump segments, I'm sure the viewers might like to see some of that. Bring it over. Dianella, I have to give you an apology. I stole something off Dianella this week.
Yep.
They've been doing a Dianella Team of the Week each week. Good initiative. I love it. But I stole it. Because
You've acknowledged it, so
I've
it's okay.
acknowledged it, yes. I thought it was a great idea, and what we're doing is going to have a rolling Knowlesies all-star team.
Oh,
So every single position, and I have to go back and check on our mate,
yep.
good old Harry.
Harry Blanche, yep.
Harry.
Guy's been kissed.
Too much info right there. I'll go back.
That's
check.
an inside joke for Harry and I.
Well,
Well,
inside
for
joke.
most of the B grade team.
Well, I'll be quiet for a moment. No, yeah.
Do you want me to tell everyone?
No, I do not.
I don't think so.
No, I do not.
I don't think it's gonna pass.
No, I definitely will not. So, Dianella, thank you for that idea, because what's going to happen, and it's got some traction, every position from the opener to the tail end, plus a couple of subs, have earned their spot based on last week's performances. And they're in there based on not just their objective stats of 100 off 48, that's good, we'll recognise that, but it's about the situation. How did they help their team? Were they out there leading? Did they take a few catches? Did they take a couple of wickets? So we're going to have a Knowlesy All-Star team, and if there are any sponsors out there, and I'm looking at ID Athletic, I did try to hit them up today, but couldn't get in touch. Didn't have Paris available.
Yeah.
We're going to do that. So we'll mention those throughout the night. I want to thank the streamers, the taggers, the posters. I want to just give a shout out. If you are posting, I'll acknowledge as the show and as the association that we've seen it, but I'm not going to share every single club's selection posts. I'm not going to share every single. I'm not going to share every single club's results posts that are covered in a million sponsors, which is why I stopped you before.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Because they're conflicting with ours, and we've got to look after the people that look after us. And I know yours look after you, as all sponsors are important.
Yep.
And you can thank them collectively.
Yep.
Without rattling off a list at the other end.
Absolutely.
I just want to give a shout out as well, because we're about to get into the grades, to Rob Cross of Darlington, who this month, it's his last day today, so hopefully he's not up right now getting the last few Ks in.
You'd want to hope not.
You'd want to hope not. He's walking 200 kilometres. Well, he was at the 180 mark when I last saw.
Yeah, okay, so he might be close.
Yeah, he might be close.
Hopefully it's somewhere a bit flatter than up in Darlington. If he's walking all the streets in Darlington, it'd be a lot tougher.
Yep. All right, so if you saw the post during the week, Rob Cross of Darlington Competitive Cricket Club is raising money for the Royal Flying Doctor Service, and as we've seen with My Health this week, it went a bit glitchy, like an old school show broadcast, went a bit glitchy. Chuck a few dollars in if you can. Community, our own little telethon there, and I just saw my side-to-side dog chow thing on screen there. Mount Lawley Inglewood, I just want to let you know I have got your notes about the double trouble stats. We'll bring them up in the respective grades. Now, before we get into it, I just want to celebrate. There's lots of things to celebrate in life. You know, roller coaster, ups, downs, twists, turns. But this week, the show hit a milestone. 6,500 followers across the globe. Dun, 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 dun. High five.
That's really good. That's very, very good.
That is very,
from
very...
From where it started, you only seem to be growing.
If only that was true in real life. But anyway, a big shout out to you all. Welcome to the new community members that have joined us wherever you are. Welcome to the sports show, community sports show. It is all about whatever community you're from, you know. We're here to support you. And I hope what you have seen so far has made you happy, because I'm in chats with a couple of people to just try and make it just that little bit nicer. So keep your eyes open, and if you can in any way help out, I'd love to hear from you. All right, mate, we've got to get through 14 grades here.
14 grades.
You ready?
Let's go. Let's rattle them off.
Now, you've had your warm-up. You've talked a chunk.
Yep.
Remember what I said before we went on air? How long have we got?
Not much time.
5 minutes
each
roughly.
Let's go with that.
Now, we love you viewers and all the players out there. As always, if you're just joining us, what we do is go through every grade. We'll look at the results. We'll look at the batting performances above 30 or close to. The Goldens, yes, they're still here. The bowling performances and any standout or questionable things throughout. And that's what we'll do for every single one of the grades, including yours.
Let's do it.
And I'll give you an extra 2 minutes per grade for West Coast.
I love to talk. 2 minutes probably won't be enough.
I have to tell you, I have noticed. If ever you do get injured, there is a career, and people say they can't shut me up. You know, that's why I laughed at the minute silence. It's like I'm not used to this. And
Quiet for too long.
Yeah, well, last week I had a few minutes of silence because I was actually starting to feel unwell on the Saturday, and exceptionally for me, did not do much commentating.
Oh, wow.
But if you do like talking like this bloke and like me, maybe you'd like to join the Community Sports Show broadcast team. There's a spot for you. Whenever you're ready to start, I'll have you down.
Sounds good.
All right, let's get into it. As always, we kick it off with first grade, and they are the 2-day format for first, second and third. It's day one. I'll give you the first crack. You want to run through the scores?
Yeah, absolutely. Swan View, 215 off of 65 overs versus Les Murdy, who are currently 2 for 26 off 12 overs.
Yep.
Forest Field, 201 in 76 overs versus Bayswater Morley. Not Bayswater Morley, Bayswater Postals, sorry. 2 for 16 off 12. Carlisle, 7 down declared for 182 versus SKLP, 0 for 16 off their 7. So good little start there.
Some good starts, and as I mentioned, the Knowlesies All-Star team is now up, live and running, and it's led by this bloke, the cult figure that is Damon Shepherd, who stood out with 106 off 214 balls, including 9 fours and just the single 6 there. So great effort there, Shep. He led. Scott Wollaston with 68. Scott Witzke. Did I say Scott Wollaston there?
I think you did.
I think I did.
I think you did.
My eyes went... Chris Wollaston, sorry, Wally. He had 68. Scott Witzke had 50. His Forest Field teammate Tyler Lovell, good in goals, couldn't quite get there in the half century though, 49. While Tanvir Chavan had 37, and Alan Anthony rounded out the batting mentions with 31.
Couple of Goldens in there too, by the looks of that, Knowlesy. Swan View.
Yep.
Sorry. Otto had one there, and then Basie. Wes got one there.
Yeah, just... we won't name them all.
Sorry.
No.
I'm new to the association.
I put those... they'll know who you are. But I put those there because I know the blokes, and Wes is one of the leading run scorers, and this is the irony of sport. Last week, Wes surpassed, I think it was 2,500 or 3,000 runs.
Yep.
Next week, Golden Duck. That is the circle of life, guys and girls out there. Don't let it get you down. Just get back up on that horse and get out there again this week and give it another go. All right, the bowling mentions I will leave for you, though.
Sean Craig, 3 for 7. Benny Kerr, 3 for 20. Dan Yakshits, sorry if I pronounce any names wrong. I'll do my best. 3 for 51. Jagar Karay, 3 for 58.
Yeah, good mentions there. And look, you're having a go.
Yeah.
A couple of seasons ago, when we've welcomed our subcontinental friends to the competition.
Yep.
I can almost get my tongue around the 5-syllable names now. The 6-syllable names still get me, but you're having a go, and even pronunciation. So thanks for having a go. Ryan Lynch of Bayswater. Well, he was out. You don't see this too often. Up there in first grade getting busted for obstructing the field. What are you doing, Lynchy? Don't know. Have you ever been out obstructing the field?
I haven't been out obstructing the field, no. Thankfully, it's not one I have gotten.
Have you been obstructed?
No.
That's a good answer then.
No.
All right, so what's it looking like for this week then?
This week it's looking... Les Murdy need 190 for victory over Swan View with 8 wickets in hand. Bayswater need 176 to defeat Forest Field. Yep. And SKLP have 80 overs to get 167 to beat Carlisle.
Well, some big matches there. You'd think for Bayswater, 2-day specialists, should get the 180. They've still got all the wickets in hand, but anything's possible. So, actually, I say that. They've lost 2, haven't they? There's a Golden Duck, Wes
Yep.
Morton's in there.
Yep.
So, I'm just going to sneak my notes up again. What are they?
Yep. 2 for 16.
Oh dear, Bays, what a big test. I had to
Very-
go back and double check.
Very big test, but it is doable. 80 overs. There's a
it
lot
is
of time.
doable.
A lot of time.
Young talent there, Rodeo. I want to see you step up, McFarlane and all the guys there. All right, I want to just acknowledge a shout out as well to the Womble. It's not his real nickname, but it's one I gave him accidentally because I didn't hear his real nickname properly.
Okay.
Welcome to the show, Alex Bastable of Carlisle Cricket Club over there in the Source Country, Worcestershire.
Oh,
Thanks for joining us here on the Community Sports Show. Good to have you with us, Womble. Best of luck this weekend. All right, second grade.
bad week to be a batsman.
Yeah, definitely.
Very bad week.
definitely.
Ascot 4 for 80 off their 33 versus Caversham all out for 78 off of 33. SKLP 97 off 50 versus Ellenbrook. None down for 18 off their 19. University have the bye and must be looking on with wonder as going, what are these pitchers doing?
Yeah, some strange performances there. Just 5 teams in this competition, so Uni watching on and seeing those low scores really must be wondering, why can't we be out there? As a result of all that chaos above, 4 ducks to Caversham, but not a single golden amongst them. Highest score of just 17 though, so no names mentioned there. Well, Dilshah and Dewey Mel had 37 not out off, what's that, 96 for Ascot, a third of their
That's
score.
patience, something I don't have.
And see, that's what I'm talking about the effort.
Yeah.
You know, you can be a wham bam, I'm done in 5 minutes kind of person, or you can go out there, hold your end up, and that's why some people get into the Knowlesies All-Star team. But Akshay Bandarai had 36 as well for SKLP. There's a few more comments start popping in there. First drinks break is coming up after third grade. I feel it fair to tell all the viewers online, make sure you stay around and listen to the secret code word, because tomorrow we're doing a live draw for a prize that's valued at over $250. Official entries have closed and they're only going to find out what the code word is.
In the second section.
In the next drinks break. I feel like a radio station now.
Yeah.
It's so
Got
much
ad
fun.
breaks. It's great.
All that stuff. All right, let's have a look at the bowlers. I'll let you play with them.
Josh Davies from Ascot took 4 for 26 off his 10.3. Aaron Diss had 4 for 44 off 13 for Ellenbrook. And Lindsay Natty with 3 for 25 off the 4 overs for Cavi. Or would that be 4 or 14? Took 3 of the 4 for Cavi. Because they have them 4 down.
Yeah. So he's
That makes
taken
sense.
3/4 of their wickets already.
Yep.
Lindsay, well done there. And a big shout out. I can see not only have we got Alex the Womble Bastable here in Perth at Carlisle from Worcestershire, we've got Mark, Mr. Cheese Forthrop online as well from...
Mr. Cheese. I like that one. I like that one.
Well, he's coming to Perth for the second test shortly.
Yep.
Yeah, all the way from England.
All the way
we're
over.
getting him on the show.
Oh, got to.
Yeah, well, he's from Ulster and Ragley Cricket Club over there in Warwickshire. They've all got shires on there under the name. It's like the... Anyway, moving on. So this week, I still love you, Mark. I look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks. This week, Ascot have already won their game. So really, they should be looking for some extra points against Caversham to try and consolidate what they should get as top spot, because this is a 2 versus 1 game. Doesn't look like it on the scoreline, but that's what it is. Well, Ellenbrook, you would hope, should get the 80 they need to move up into third spot.
You'd want to hope.
You want to do more than hope, Ellenbrook. You want to do. Otherwise, I'll call you out next week. I'll see that note and call you out. All right. Well, we said it was a batsman's nightmare before. Third grade seems to be where it was all about the batsman.
Definitely does. Some very big scores.
Yep. I'll let you do the scores and I'll do the batters.
Les Murdy Mazenod versus SKLP. 9 for 253 off their 70. Bayswater 9 for 241 off 70 versus Swan View. Uni are 4 for 67 off 24. Ascot all out for 92 in their 41 overs.
Yeah.
So the one outlier there, but still looks like a close game.
Well,
One that could go either way.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, it's a test, you know. Every week's a test. That's the reality. But passing the test with the bat last week, Hashit Katani with 54, Kobe Jackson with 51, Damien Boosemaker 50 got there, Matt Dowsett 47, Munish Sengani with 45, Arunda Mashaya 40, and we just snuck in there at the end there, Jag Budia by 1 with 31. And the 3 Goldens, I'll give them a shout out as well while I'm there. SKLP, Bayswater, and it seems to be a theme for the 2-day competition. I know this bloke, Rusty Moles, he'll be gutted that he got a golden there. But never mind. It's all about the team and the club.
Absolutely. I'm happy to make 0 if the team wins. Greg Smith, 4 for 30 for Swan View. Caleb with 2, so that's 6 for the Smiths.
Yep.
In that one. Ryan Berger, 3 for 12 for Uni. And Marcel Wilson, 3 for 13. Simon Warwick, 3 for 30 for Les Murdy Mazenod as well.
Yeah, some good efforts there. It's good to see a mix of the batsmen and bowlers getting mentions. And as you said there, this weekend we'll see 2 big run chasers and a chance for Uni to get their first win of the season. So the opportunity there for the Scholars if they're up for the task. There's Murdy Mazenod though, 254 against SKLP, who will want to take first. So it's not going to be given to them. Swan View, 242 to win against Bayswater if they want to hold first place. So lots going on here.
There is.
You know,
there's a lot of action happening.
And University, well, they should. It says should able to get. They're 26 required with 6 wickets in hand. And I tell you what, Uni, if you do not get that, I'm going to put it out on air now. I will come down to training and I will face up to a ball and hit it, just to show you that it's possible. Actually, I don't. Please get 26.
You don't want that.
Nobody wants that. Actually, a lot of people would want that.
Be their chance to get back at you.
Yeah, well, I'd just super pad up and I'd have to bat left-handed these days. All right, look, it is time for the first drinks break. You're here on the Community Sports Show with me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston, and this week's special guest, Bailey O'Keefe of West Coast Cricket Club. Wherever you are across the globe, thanks for joining us. We'll be back in just a few moments for the start of the 1-day competition. And I said we've got a special password. I nearly forgot to do it. It's actually coming up in a second, I think.
I think we've got it for when we come back.
Maybe.
We'll do it for when we come back. Make people wait. Get the anticipation.
Yeah, all right. The secret code word coming up after this break. I like where you went with that. Across the globe, you're here on the Community Sports Show.
to the rivers, beside golden sands too. Listen up, Perth, this anthem's for you. All over town, Perth Swan cricket lighting the way. The great game of cricket, we live it every day. With the hills to our east and sandy shores on our west, Perth Swan cricket is always giving our best. With our heads and our bats both raised up high, over the summer we reach for the sky. Local sports shared from the suburbs we rise. With every single boundary we're showing our highs. The vibe in the stands makes you glad you're alive. United as one, we strive and we thrive. As each wicket falls, the adrenaline flows. Our legends are leading and everyone knows. The ball's spinning fast as we take on the game. Perth Swan cricket, it's all in the name. With true grit and passion.
That means we're back. And it must mean it's Friday night, and it must mean that you're here with me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston, on the Intersport Slater Gartrell Perth Swan Cricket Association Review Show. Week 4 edition with me, of course, Noel Knowlesy Johnston. And this bloke here, he talks as much as I do, but we've negotiated during the break, and I'm going to give him $50 just to cut his syllables in half.
Got to.
Nah, mate,
Got
we're
to.
as bad as each other. I say it with love. Yeah, it takes confidence to be able to talk the back end out of a...
Yeah, not something I've struggled with talking, that's for sure.
No. But during the break, I did notice a couple of people jumping online. Big shout out to Richo there and your new mate, Mr. Cheese. I'm not sure if he's actually telling me if he's got a signed picture of Joe Root for the studio or to give away, or whether he's got one, but I'm keen to hear more about that, Mark. Just like the viewers out there are keen to hear more about our fabulous sponsors. Vision Decor for all your curtains, blinds and awnings. You see how smooth and seamless that was? I saw your smile.
Comes out really good.
For all your curtains, blinds, awnings, even hybrid floorings, we've got one in here and around the house as well. Vision Decor, great products, great prices, because they're great people. Just like the team at ID Athletic are great people. Paris and her little crew, I go through Josh, and Austin.
Yeah.
I had to stop and think who's Austin there. ID Athletic for all your sporting apparel and promotional club merchandise. We give away their gear as part of our giveaways each week. ID Athletic can help you and your club build your identity. Tell them Knowlesy sent you. All right, let's get into it. We're just going to show you what you can win tomorrow morning. 9:30, less than or a little over 12 hours time. We have got, I was chasing the Joe Root picture there for the Barmy Army fans, but here on the Community Sports Show, we are Aussie, 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 oi, 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 and he's trying to sneak his head in there.
I'm trying to get out of it, to be honest. I'm trying to make sure my head's not in it.
No, this completely authentic COA approved on the back. Well, you're hiding behind there, a proper certificate there.
A certificate of authenticity and limitation.
Number
5.
There you go. Number 5 of however many there were. Not many. That could be yours. And the secret code word, the last chance to get... He's still looking. Let it go.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I wasn't that interested. Don't let it go, literally. That's worth a lot of money. And it could be yours. And you need a secret password, because tomorrow morning at 9:30 we're going to draw it. And this is your last hour or so to claim an entry in it. And I think, given that it's an opportunity to max everything out, why don't we say in the comments, if you want an entry in that, you're allowed up to 8.
Up to 8 entries.
Up to 8 entries. If you comment, max me out, Nolsey, in the comments there, that's exactly what we'll do. But we'll cut it off at the end of the show. So if you've not even entered, this is how good a bloke I am.
So nice.
If you haven't even entered yet and you're watching for the first time and you want to go in the draw, if you go max me out, Nolsey, 8 entries, bang, done. If you've already been clever like a lot of people have and entered and you've got 4, 5, 6, whatever number it might be, we'll take you up to 8. So max me out, Nolsey, and you could win that tomorrow morning. All right, let's see. There we go. That's what we like.
Thank you, Ryan.
He's
That's
the boss,
the president.
isn't he?
That's
He's
the
boss.
president.
He's the one that's going to get into one of those koala posters with another club president.
Oh, I would pay for that. That $50 you gave me, we'll give it to him to do that.
All right, viewers, what we're going to do is get into it, but not without first giving a milestone shout out to CT, Chris Thomas. Good old Tomo up there at Mundaring, soldiering on 250 catches for the club. Congratulations there, Chris Thomas. Well done to you. All right, mate, let's get into the one-dayers because this is your bread and butter, isn't it?
This is where we are. Mount Lawley, 161, lost to Caversham, 8 for 162. Hawke's Punjabi, 149, lost to Helena Valley, 5 for 153. Yokine Pilbara, 111 in 27, lost to Dianella, 6 for 116 in 29. Scarborough, 8 for 188, beat Coolbinia West Perth, 152.
Go the Sharks. That was a reference to the Sharks. I'm an Ace Freo man. Did you follow anyone in the
in the waffle? It's probably East Perth. My mate Harry Blanche. He actually played Colts there, so I just kind of kept following that one.
That does explain a bit about Harry, but never mind. Look, a big shout out to everyone, wherever you are, whatever sport you love. We love them all as well, not just cricket. We're here for all of you. And I'm in discussions at the moment to do some spring football grand finals. I've got T-ball coming up. I've got Mediterranean cricket coming up. So
doing it all.
And the other day I had even a phone call from a bloke, an old friend of the show, Neil Price, that does motocross.
Oh, yeah?
As in the jumping your dirt bike from a tree stump to a branch to a rock.
Yep.
And stuff like that. So
I like it.
all sports we cover.
Wow, branch out.
Right, and if we didn't cover all sports, we wouldn't know that Charlie John had 75 not out, batting at 6 last week. Well done there, Charlie. And Rory McFarlane Burrow had 54. Garganpreet Singh had 51. Avi Bangu, he's been in some good form early in the season. He's had 45. Sahil Kumar, 44. Toby Robertson, 38 not out. Well done there, Tobster. Angus Watson with 38. Would have got a mention, but you got out there, so that's the way that system works. Satvish Ran and Advat Vidaya, good evening to both of you guys. I've seen you following us as well. Welcome to the show, 37. Gurdeep Mangat, 33. And Jordan Egan with 31, rounding out the mentions. Before I give another candidate for the effort of the week mention to Roland Matthews, 42 or 55 batting at 10.
It's a very good effort.
That's the sort of knock you want. And just keeping the opposition tied up with some tight bowling as well. None for 11 off 3.
Just to go into that, I think I saw a comment come through from Macca about their top scorer, young bloke, 15 years old, and he's top scoring for him. So just want to say well done to that and keep growing your career.
Which Macca?
Ryan McCormack.
Oh, yeah, Macca. Yeah. Mate, yeah, he's a cool cat, isn't he,
Yeah.
Macca?
No, he's good. Very good.
I'm going to, with a smile on my face, viewers, I've just seen myself on camera. I'm moving myself off there.
Don't need to see the delay.
Don't need to see the delay as I look down. The third chin comes out.
Never heard of it.
Me either. And I hadn't heard of what it was about being timed out either. This triggered a bit of conversation during the week as well. Riker Newman of Coolbinia West Perth was timed out, batting at 11.
Maybe late to the ground. That's my only thing, and they were just hoping that he'd get his pads on in time.
Yeah, there's been a lot of conversations and a few people confessing that some people might have been timed out, caught at the pubs or the TABs or whatever it might be. But the general consensus was that it is a diamond duck. So Riker, in his own little category there, getting the only diamond that I'm aware of for this week. And the golden duck going to Yokai and Pilbara. All right, we'll tag team, take it line by line. I'll look after you here. Go line by line.
Line by line. Starting off with possible performance of the week from Zach Hupping, 5 for 23. Kieran Fawkes, 4 for 28.
Yeah, well, Lakshay Beneval and Shabazz Bangash both had 3 for 24.
Sorry, Ryan's just
Ignore
asked
them.
if I'd...
Ignore them.
He got me a good one.
No, don't worry about him.
Zach Cobley, 3 for 38. Kirk Howes, 3 for 40. Gobinder Singh, 3 for 45.
Yeah, well done there, Gobinder. And Josh Kran with 3 catches for Mount Lawley Inglewood, while Tim Durrell took 4 as a wicketkeeper. And I think I might be relenting. I've been saying that keepers don't get a mention for 3 because they should take that many on an average day.
Yeah.
But I think 5 is too high. So, Tim, you might have softened my heart. You got a mention there. 4. Looking at the ladder, the first of the one-day grades, Scarborough in some good form. They're on top, undefeated 3-0, while Hawke's Punjabi, Caversham and High Wycombe sitting in second, third and fourth on 2 wins, 1 loss. Coolbinia, West Perth, Mount Lawley and Dianella all on 1 win. And Yokine looking to break through the seal.
Just trying to get that first one done. Caversham versus Hawks, a 3v2 match this week. Mount Lawley versus Salina Valley. Yokine Pilbara versus Scarborough. And Dianella versus Coolbinia West Perth. So Scarborough probably looking to try and get 4-0 against a team that is trying to get there first. So
yeah, well, absolutely. And tough ask for Yokine.
Yeah,
you know,
but cricket's a very funny game. It's a very funny game. It keeps us humble. Keeps us humble.
We've seen that every week. So big shout out to all the Yokine guys. Well done on your socials. I just want to say, though, get them up earlier. Friday afternoon really doesn't work for me. So I said at the top of the show, well done to everyone involved. You can get them in by Tuesday night, very early Wednesday morning. I can live with that. All right, let's have... Now, hang on. Where's the stop clock? I'm starting the timer.
Let's get it started.
Let's get this party started. Right, it's B grade, your grade.
Yeah.
First time in there?
Yeah, it's
what's the competition been like so far?
It's been good. It's been competitive. This game this week really tested us out. Our top order not really scoring the runs that they have in the first 2 games really gave us a chance to see how the rest of our batting order performed. So it was a very good game. But yeah, been very happy with the competition so far.
Well, a few new sides into the competition. We'll have a look at all of them now. Southern Rossmoyne 173 went down to Hawke's Punjabi 9 for 206 off their 40. Your opponents this week, Midland in a hard-fought match going down to Caversham. I say hard-fought, 9 for 164. Midland battling all the way to their 40th over. But Caversham, unfortunately, too strong, 3 for 168 in 20 there. And in the top of the table clash last week, second place Brabham, and we've seen this a bit in the results this week. Second place Brabham, 157 off 30, defeating ladder leaders West Coast, and I'll suck it up for you here.
Yeah.
And an average 156. Still not bad, but not where you've been over the last few weeks.
No, like I said, our openers not being able to dominate at the top's probably not helped us this week. We're looking to try and have a bit more steady, bit more of a platform to jump off this week.
Well, Midland will be keen for you to jump off any platform this week. I did declare, viewers, I'm a Middle Swan man. If you don't know, I'm a Middle Swan Cricket Club man, but I've lived, I'd say, 98% of my time in WA over the last 40 years in the 6056, and they're your opponents. So I may have a slightly twisted smile there. But I also had a twisted smile last week at the broadcast game where Mundaring at home in the bottom of the table clash. I thought it would be a lot closer than it turned out to be. 127 off 32 going down to Glen Forest, who found some form and not before time. 224 off 39.5. Just one ball left to go.
Yeah.
Couldn't quite hang on there. Never mind, guys.
I looked like 224 was enough to get the job done. So
Oh, definitely
that one
was.
ball, really, really good effort from possibly a performance of the week from Will Maddock, 90 off 104, and then 2 for 24 with the ball as well.
Yeah, Mindala Don had 84 off 81 for Southern Rossmoyne.
Dylan Wilson, 64 off 49 at 7 for Glen Forest. Glen Forest. A wicket and a catch.
Absolutely, and old mate Kane Jeffrey, this is what makes me smile, because coming up to your ground tomorrow to do the West Coast Midland game, I'm neutral. I am neutral when I broadcast, but I was a couple of these blokes playing with his dad, Kane Jeffrey, and playing with Rob Coverley, who's also getting a mention in a moment for Midland. So the connection is real there. Kane Jeffrey with 56. Amrit Pal Singh had 32, but he wasn't alone. Muhammad Raza and Samar Sahi also had 32. Three of them, a hat-trick of 32s.
Vijay Kanwar, 51 not out off 36. The guy you mentioned just before, Rob Coverley, 48. Ryan Leonard with an unbeaten 37. Nearly took us to the win on his own back there. So really good effort.
Not good enough.
Not good enough. Another possible performance of the week, Sandeep Singh, 33 not out off 28 at 9. And then Anthony Raunch Wheels.
Yeah.
For 31.
Yeah, found out.
Just sneaked in there.
Yeah, he did sneak in there, and the Raunch is in there because we had Corey Fernandez in here last week from Mundaring, and we had people going, give Raunch a shout out, and I'm like, who the hell is Raunch? So now, forever, Anthony Wills, you shall be Raunch. All right, this was not a grade for Golden Duck discretion. 6 of the buggers, in fact. Southern Rossmoyne, Midland had 2, Brabham had 1, Glen Forest had 1, and Mundaring chipped in with 1 on the live broadcast as well. Well, both teams did in the live broadcast. Thanks there, guys. Bowling performances, which line would you like to start with?
I can start with the top one if you want.
Okay.
A possible performance of the week, Rajdeep Singh, 6 for 33, 1 maiden off his 8 overs.
Yeah.
Ronan Leonard, 4 for 40, really well bowled there.
Balvinder Singh, and I suddenly realised I was up there.
Yeah.
Balvinder Singh and Nathan Porter both had 3 for 30. And interesting little stat there, out. He was the one out for the second last ball on a 4-ball duck. So Nathan unlucky there. Brooksy, I'm going to take you under my wing. I think these guys have been mean to this fella. Brooksy, in those photos, he copped all the bad positions.
Nah, never.
Brooksy, keep it up, mate. Look forward to meeting you tomorrow. He had 3 for 41.
Good stint there. Really good. 8 straight as well. Lockie Walter, 3 for 47 and 24.
And Liam's a left armer from what I'm seeing in the photos.
Yes,
so
he is lefty.
Gets that angle in.
Yep, gets a good bit of shape. So, unfortunately, his first game, I didn't let him have the breeze. I probably should have, and he would have done a bit more.
Oh, well, there you go. Life lessons, hey?
Yep.
Josh Gow had a life lesson. He took 3 for 57, while Aman Buller had 3 catches for Caversham. And the ladder here will just run through Brabham undefeated. They're on 3-0. Your guys sitting comfortable in second at the moment. But a couple of other teams there, Hawks, Punjabi and Caversham, also on 2-1.
Yep.
Southern Rossmoyne, Midland looking to get up this week. That'll be a good test for them. And Glen Forest also with the 1 win there after last week. Mundaring hoping to get out of the bat this week, but it's going to be tough against Southern Rossmoyne. Other matches, Hawks Punjabi up against Glen Forest, Caversham versus Brabham, and then the broadcast match of the week is West Coast. We're heading up to Hudson Park.
That's the one.
Before you leave, you have to show me on Google Maps how to actually
get there. Yeah.
That game against Midland, I've gone there because you guys asked, and we're about all grades. Also because I think the middle order matches, and we've gone to a tail of the ladder match last week. They can be exciting.
Absolutely.
Midland.
I think our opening bowler, Trent Wilson, actually used to play for Midland.
Yes, he did, and his brother plays for us at Middle Swan.
Yeah, so it's going to be a bit of a fun game tomorrow, I think.
Hope the umpire's ready.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right, I hope you're ready for me as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We're so super excited to have you there. I think Nakia's going to try and pin you down for a couple of TikTok videos for our socials, mate. So
she does know
please
I've
be
got
ready.
progressive MS. There'll be no doing the waves or nothing.
No dancing, but we'll get you in there for sure.
Only with the wife.
Yeah, I like it.
My wife doesn't. That's a different story. All right, look, moving on. C grade. It was a roller coaster ride for many of the teams in this performance, and that's what I call life, man. Roller coaster.
Yeah.
It was definitely that this week when you look at the results. Forestfield 9 for 76 off 27, going down to Carlisle 201 off their 40. Helena Valley 107, yes, against Middle Swan. 8 for 108. We almost dropped it, didn't quite, but we gave it a shake. SKLP went down to Bullsbrook. In some good form.
Yeah, they're looking strong this year.
Yeah, they're looking good. Jura getting a few shout-outs in the Knowlesy All-Star team for being omitted. And a few people said he was rough there. He's been led in Bullsbrook. They went 2 for 108. 2 for 188 in 35 overs there. Good performance, Bullsbrook and Caversham rounding out the matches going down to Brabham. So all of the home sides losing last week in C grade.
It's a good day to travel.
Yeah, it was indeed. All right.
Brandon Garati with a possible performance of the week, 96 off 97. I'm going to say that's 12 fours, 2 sixes.
Yeah, you are spot on.
Perfect.
You're a natural at this.
Thank you, mate. Thank you. Duncan Ricard, 70. Rishi Solanki, 54. Sachin Dibra, 51.
Yeah, Pragnesh Harani had 50. Dan Foster, 46. And Rory Bennett had 46 not out in an impressive performance there. Philpott, Brendan had 44. Belvinder Singh, 40. And rounding out the mentions, just sneaking in again, Amrinder Handal on 31.
Good couple of bowling performances here. Aman Singh, 5 for 26. Jeff Hammond with a possible performance of the week, 4 for 1 off 4, including 3 maidens, and 40 off 65 out of 108.
Yeah, he stood up as the Middle Swan captain, and that's why he got the vice captain gig in the. Because even his mum went on our page and said, "Oh, I know him. He's so proud." Oh, thank you. He earned it because that's the sort of effort I'm talking about. You know. Standing captain for the day, team's in trouble, hung around, 40 off the 86, just steered the ship to victory.
Get on my back, boys. Get on my back.
4 for 1. Yeah, 4 for 1. Ethan Hindmarsh, 3 for 11. Matt Gray had 3 for 18. And Satish Kumar, 3 for 18. 3 for 19. Give or take. I'm bad at maths.
Umesh Rathi, 3 for 30. Off his 7 and 77 off 64 with 7 fours and 4 sixes.
Yeah, that's another got to be a candidate.
That's another candidate for sure. Corey Smith, 3 for 23. Rory Crosby, 3 for 28. Chris Mock, 3 for 30. Connor Mahan, 3 for 36. And special mention, Des David with 3 catches.
Yeah, Desi David, big fan of the show. Looking forward to catching up with you at a Carlisle match shortly. Speaking of Carlisle, unfortunately, for all that good work, they did get a golden duck, as did Helena Valley. But as we get ready to have our main tea break, I just want to point out For all the fans of the show, you might be familiar, and if you're just joining us, welcome. But every week we have a look at scores 30 and above, three or more with the ball. And if you are a team and you bowl more than 30 or more, you will also get a mention.
In extras?
Yes.
Oh, doesn't look like there's been any yet, has there?
No, 0 to this point. But stay tuned, viewers, because after the break, the main tea break here, there are a few coming up. All right, let's have a look at the ladder before we get there. Bullsbrook on 3-0 and Brabham as well. It's a two-way tie at the top here. That's a great thing to see. Middle Swan sneaking into third. Carlisle in fourth, both on 2 and 1, while SKLP, Forestfield in the hunt, Caversham and Helena Valley. Hoping that this weekend will be their first. Speaking of this weekend, the matches.
Middle Swan versus Carlisle, 3v4. Helena Valley versus Forestfield. SKLP versus Caversham, and then the one we're looking forward to, the top of the table clash, Brabham versus Bullsbrook. With Bullsbrook's hot form, should be a very good game.
Well, Brabham as well, across their entire club,
have
only dropped one game for the season so far. So good start, should be a cracking game. It'll be a cracking break. We'll be back in about 4 minutes 57 seconds here. Give or take. Here on the Community Sports Show, you're with me, Noel Nosey Johnston, and our guest of the week, Bailey O'Keefe of West Coast Cricket Club on the Intersport Slater Gartrell Perth Swan Cricket Association review show, thanks to ID Athletic and Vision Decor. We'll be back in just a moment.
their tales and their dreams. It's the only place for you and your teams.
Across the globe, you're here on the Community Sports Show. I thought I took that down. Don't tell anyone. I thought I took that screen down. Shh. Inside Secrets. Nosey did it again. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of the Community Sports Show. And with me, Noel Nosey Johnston, I'm joined by Bailey O'Keefe here on week 4 of the Intersport Slater Gartrell Perth Swan Cricket Association review show. Thanks to our sponsors. Please support those that support us. You saw in that video me sitting on the back of a ute. That's how it used to be done. Now we have a fabulous studio. We have a boom mic. We look like a real studio. And we've got the broadcast van, so that's all thanks to the sponsors. Please support those that support us. And importantly, going back, I cut Bailey off at the top of the show. He did have a 6-page script of sponsors to mention. But every sponsor is important at every club. So whatever club you're at, support the sponsors who are showing some love to your club. Pay it back. And Steve Abbott, we did see your comments there, Brabham. Well, they may be bunnies, but you're in Roo country out there, mate. You want something bigger than a 22. Anyway, that's an inside joke there. All right. Don't forget afternoon tea. Speaking of Steve Abbott, there is an afternoon tea rating page going around at the moment.
Yes, have seen that one.
I actually saw a similar thing on a Victorian association page the other day, and they were not very complimentary about the afternoon tea. So please just remember, if you don't like it, that's okay, but say, I didn't like it. Don't say that was okay. Be constructive, not destructive. We're all in this together. I almost feel like that should be an ad. Speaking of getting into it together, I said at the top of the show all of the fabulous work you people out there are doing with your video contributions, and now the tech that I can do with capturing highlights out of the match of the week. We do have a club or a video moment of the week award, and last week we saw that won by David Washbourne of Mount Lawley Inglewood. This week we have another winner. There was a few candidates, and I will announce the winner in a moment, because he's just joined us. His dad's ecstatic. He's only 16, and you said about developing youth, all of that. It's great to see the enthusiasm on the young face here. Watch this as you enjoy the Community Sports Show video moment of the week.
The PSCA, showing our passions to the world every day. With legends behind us and dreams in our hands, you'll find us united from the bush to the sands. The spirit of Perth.
Boing, boing, boing. Doing the Belmont bounce.
The Belmont bounce.
It was none other than Daniel Mason. Congratulations, Daniel. By the public's vote, you have won the award this week, and you, in your hot little hand, have something for him.
His voucher for Joey's in the Swan Valley Diner.
Yeah, Joey's Swan Valley Diner proudly coming on board to support us. They're long-time supporters of the show. Daniel, I don't know if you've got your L's yet, but you can go for a driving lesson out to the Swan Valley and enjoy some of the great food up there. Hot food, cold food, slushies, hot drinks, ice creams, whatever you like. You can spend the voucher however you like. Just spend it all on yourself up there at Joey's. Well done. And he goes into the... we're closing it off. It's now week 4. Yes, it is.
Yep.
It says on the script. Yeah, it is week 4.
It is week 4. Yeah.
Don't worry.
I'll catch on.
No, you're sitting next to me, so I'm not infectious, but I could be. So Daniel will go into the draw next week. We'll put it up, all of the winners so far this last few weeks, and the winner of that will actually get an extra Joey's voucher and one of our $50 Slater Gartrell Intersport vouchers as well. And he has to have some competition, though.
He would, absolutely. I think there's a few videos that have come through. I think last week's video was quite good.
Yeah, well, that was off the footage of the broadcast, and we didn't have, in week 1, I didn't quite have my act together enough to know what I was doing in this regard. But the winner of the week 1 video moment of the award as well is, drum roll please,
I can't see it.
Happy Bopperai of Helena Valley. Happy by name, happy by nature. He's the skipper of the A grade down there at Helena Valley. He took a screamer of a catch. Well, it was all right.
Yeah.
Everyone said it was a screamer, so he got the votes. Happy, you've got a voucher here as well, so you will also be in the draw for a second voucher, and that Slater Gartrell into sport. I'm just putting them up here nice and safe so I don't lose them. Well done to everyone there. Well, let's get back into it so we can get home. I've been told I have to let you out of here before 9 o'clock, so we better keep going. D grade, 3 close games, a blowout, and an own goal loss. Let's have a look at what that might mean.
Darlington 60 and 28 lost to Mount Lawley Inglewood, 1 for 122. Scarborough 6 for 171 lost to Coolbinia West Perth, 7 for 173 in 39 overs. Southern Rossmoyne 6 for 109 in 21 beat Lesmurdy Mazenod at 98 in 38. Dianella 7 for 168 got up over City Beach, 9 for 166.
And the own goal loss we'll talk about in a moment because there's some big scores there. Phil Veach, 64 not out off 59, opening up for Mount Lawley Inglewood. My brain wasn't working there. And he had a 100-run partnership with Adam Martin, who put on 29 not out as well there. Adam, you only snuck in. We don't normally do 29s, but you were part of a 100-run partnership. And thanks to Mount Lawley Inglewood for telling us, we could tell you the world. So all the clubs out there, that's how it's done. Tag us, let us know what's happening at your club, who you're celebrating, and we'll let the world know how awesome they all are.
Jeff Lang, 56. Shane Barros, 46. Manav Patel, 44. Apan Achara, 37. Tristan Showers. Andrew.
Has no number next to him, so...
Oh,
Tristan.
I've skipped over that.
No. Our researcher. I'm going to have words with our researcher. If there is anyone out there who knows how to extract all of the scores by AI so that our researcher can get the sack, I'm open to those conversations. Tristan, I'm sure you did well. He got somewhere between 37 and 31.
And then Andrew Robertson from Dianella, 31 and 4 catches as a wicket keeper.
Yeah, my heart's been softened.
Yeah, it's softened up a little bit. Chris Pos Williams, 30 as well.
Yeah, well done there,
just snuck
Pos.
in there.
All right, now this is where we look at the calamity that was. In amongst all that chaos, just one golden duck that went to the City Beach Green Range team. Cooper Veach, well, it was a day out for the Veachers. Dad did well with the bat. Cooper did well with the ball. 6 for 4 off 8 overs. 4 maidens for Mount Lawley, and one of those was a caught and bowled, so well done, Cooper. Pardon me. Rahul Trivedi had 3 for 14 and Bradley Younger 3 for 25. 10 bowlers for Darlington had a crack. I like that. They've got new players in there. They went down. They just enjoyed themselves.
Yep. Get everyone to have a go.
And City Beach, with only 8 extras in 40 overs there, an exceptional performance there, unlike Scarborough.
Just the small amount of 42 extras there.
Yeah, 25 less than Coolbinia West Perth. Do you think Coolbinia might have cost themselves a game? Because I think they went down by 2 runs. Where are we? Coolbinia, 2 runs.
Yep. 2 runs in the second last over.
Yeah, so you know, bowlers, it's on you as well. Batsmen have to get the runs, but you, the bowlers, aren't meant to then just throw them away like they're free candy on Halloween. Oh, did you know it's Halloween?
I did. I was expecting costume, mate. I really was.
This is scary enough for anyone out there. That's life lesson right there. Mount Lawley Please don't tell. Mount Lawley Inglewood and Coolbinia, Mount Lawley Inglewood and City Beach, Southern Rossmoyne and Darlington are all on 2-0, 2-1. Scarborough and Dianella with Les Murdy Mazenod and Coolbinia West Perth all on the other side of the ledger, 1 and 2. Now, I just saw a comment come through there from Weasel. Kenny Duzovic's 600th game tomorrow for Les Murdy Mazenod.
That's a lot of cricket.
There's
a lot of 2-day games in that as well, I reckon. So that's a lot of weekends.
Well, Kenny is part. I'm not sure there's a select group at Les Murdy Mazenod. Weasel will be able to trot out the reference there. Him, Neil Warden, and Joey Lee. I think it's something like 10,000 runs between. It's obscene. But credit to them. Well done. You threw us out, though. We're not at Kenny's grade yet, Neil, so hold that thought. Let's get through the rest of D grade first. Matches this week. Darlington need to bounce back, and they'll get a chance against Southern Rossmoyne. If you're going to be contenders or pretenders, Darlington, you're at. I get to say that. See, you're aligned to a club.
Yeah.
You can't go out and say that.
I'm not allowed.
I can. Darlington, are you pretenders or are you actual, really the real business? At home against Southern Rossmoyne, good test. Les Murdy Mazenod taking on Mount Lawley Inglewood. Coolbinia West Perth taking on Dianella. And in what I have dubbed the Coast Clash. I don't know why.
The Coastal Clash.
Coastal Clash.
Battle of the Beaches.
Yeah, Scarborough Beach and City Beach. And having a look, there's not a lot there. Scarborough with some work to do, but if they can beat City Beach, they'll be on two each. So opportunity there. That's the match of the round, in my opinion. Well, let's get into E grade. This bloke got a mention a couple of times. He scored a spot in Knowles' All-Star team. I thought it was his 200th last week, but apparently it's this week. So, Sean, all the mentions I was going to give you below, I'm cancelling. Because you didn't get 30.
They've been cut off.
But you did get a 3 for 1, so I'll remember that, and a couple of catches. In the E grade, though, Carlisle beating Swanview 190 to 133. Belmont 189 defeating Maylands, who have fallen off the rails a bit. They've had some great footage.
Yep.
But you need to get focused back on the cricket there, Maylands. William and Sard and all the team there. 184. SKLP 182 defeating Allenbrook 152. And in the top of the table clash, it was Brabham in second spot, unable to do any damage as they fell to Caversham 6 for 119 to 116.
Michael Smith top in the batting with 78. Nitin Karana 75. Muhammad Akram 63, not out at 8.
Yep.
Very well batted there. Saad Hossan 55. Jason Diss and Ben Cleary both had 50 at 1 and 2 for Ellenbrook.
Yep.
James Lovelock 47. Daniel Mason 34, not out at 9. He also had 1 for 25 and 2 catches as well. Alan Tyler 34. Hayden Cravan 33.
Yep.
I'm going to butcher this one.
I'll go for you. Vind Ramachandran. That one I can do because it is only 4 syllables. Ramachandran. Vind had 30, as did Tristan Sanik and Raj Patel. The Goldens here, Swanview, Brabham and Caversham. In the bowling state, Sean Coffey, I said at the top, he had 3 for 1. That impressively was off 1.
1 over.
Bring him on from the danger end.
Wow.
But Tristan Sanik wasn't far behind. He had 4 for 1 off 2.1 overs. So you'd take them in your bowling lineup.
Turning it around corners or hooping it around corners?
Venkata Komareddy, he had 4 for 29, and Dariya Thakur had 4 for 42. And our good mate Brendan Scott at Crusaders, he had 3 for 23.
Joe Quinlivan had 4 catches in the field. Mira Takar, 3 runouts and a stumping for SKLP. Just 5 Carlisle extras out of 133, all of them wides.
Yeah, you'd be disappointed, wouldn't you? And I'm not going to say that I did the research here, but those 5 wides came from 2 bowlers. Oof. Better than 1.
Yeah, I was expecting you to say 1.
No, 2 bowlers guilty there. Anyway, that hasn't affected Carlisle there. It's still on top on 3-0 with 1.6% there. Carlisle, Brabham, Caversham are on top. Let me put my teeth back in, or tooth. Caversham are 3-0. I'll get feedback from Steve Abbott otherwise. Carlisle, Brabham and SKLP round out the top 4 with Maylands needing to find some form. Allenbrook, Belmont and Swanview rounding out the ladder there. And the matches this week?
We got Carlisle versus Maylands, Belmont versus Swanview.
Yep.
Caversham versus SKLP, and Ellenbrook versus Brabham.
Yeah, well done. I did give you the heads up.
Yeah, you gave me the heads up. I'm worried about getting Swanview and Swan Valley mixed up.
Oh, no, Swan Valley, they're in a different competition.
Yeah, I know. I should not even think about it, should I?
No, let them
only.
go. F grade, well, actually, Steve Abbott there, he did jump on there. Big Blake Ruby earning his new Caversham shirt. Well, I'm pleased for him. He's adopted him now, so he's, come back. Oh, a bit of a sledge there.
Yeah,
West Coaster.
No, he's ex-Dinella.
Okay.
So, yeah, used to be an opening bowler there.
Steve Abbott, get back in your box. Hopefully I see him next week. All right, so I shouldn't be too mean to him. He is a sponsor. PFG, Plumbing and Gas, for all you... If you've got a leak, not the sort I had during the week, but if you've got a leak at home, then talk to Steve Abbott. I know, that's why I have to put on YouTube, not for children. F grade, Ascot, 5 for 138, went down to Southern Rossmoyne, 140. Mount Lawley Inglewood, 140 off 30 in Ben Davidson's 100th. Lost to Yoko and Pilbara, who found some form. 1 for 141 there. The Wolves, 8 for 163, defeating Dianella 56 off 30. That is not the lowest score yet.
No.
There's more to come.
No, definitely not.
And your F Troop had a bad day.
Yeah, rough day out for them.
94 off 30, going down to Brabham, who are a powerhouse this season. 10 for 208 in 40. All right, batsman. You want me to go?
You can go if you want. You're rolling through them well.
I'll let you off. You practice the bowlers.
Sounds good.
Okay, Najal Patel, he had 83. Muhammad Niaz, he had 65, while Amila Vithanji had 64. Sorry, Vithan. Jason Paletti, good to see you online, mate. 46, not out. Vishal Gadara, 41. Prab Zala, 41 and 5 for 16 off 7, putting him in the run-in for the effort of the week, along with Vipul Java, who had 38 not out at 8 and took 5 for 5 off 5 for Brabham. So Vipul making the Knowlesies all-star team of the week and in there, along with Graham Edwards and this bloke, one of your fellas.
Yeah. Ranger, Matt Shintu, 33. Don't believe it was his 100th. I think he took his 100th club wicket the week before.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. I think we might have missed that one.
Oh, well, there you go. Bad luck.
Unlucky Ranger. He'll love hearing that one too. Bowlers, Arthur Hutchinson, 4 for 26. Amit Patel, 3 for 6. Prateek Kumar, with 3 catches for Yokai and Pilbara.
Yeah, he's the skipper out there. And Arthur Hutchinson did make the Warriors videos, and I almost said that he looks like me. Sorry to insult you there, Arthur, but you sort of struck me as an oldie, just with your flowing form. All right, Western Wolves, they're on 3-0, as are... Yeah, Western Wolves on 3-0. Actually, that makes better sense. So are Brabham and Southern Rossmoyne. So 3 sides all on 3-0, undefeated here. Yokai and Pilbara in 4th with 2 wins. Your guys sitting outside in 5th, ahead of Ascot, Dianella and Mount Lawley, Inglewood. Some big matches this week, though.
Yeah, very big matches by the looks. Mount Lawley versus Ascot, both of them hunting for their first win of the season.
Yep.
Yokai and Pilbara versus Southern Rossmoyne as 4v3. Dianella and West Coast keeps West Coast a good chance to stay in the hunt. And then probably the match that I think is going to be a really good one is Brabham versus Western Wolves. Western Wolves are an incredibly good team. I play with a lot of these guys during winter at indoor, and I can vouch and say they're very good.
I'm going to say you're into indoor as well.
Yes, very into my indoor cricket.
Actually, now that I say, I've just... Viewers, about an hour ago, we're having a conversation about me being asked to do indoor. I think it might have actually been you that...
It probably was.
that
It
asked
probably
me.
was.
I'm just... welcome to the inside of my brain, viewers. At least, some people would be upset at that. I'm celebrating the fact that I actually did connect the dots.
Yes, you got there.
I got
The
there,
brain
yeah.
never stops working. The brain never stops.
It got there in the end. But look, we didn't give your blokes many mentions there in F Troop. They did get their first win last week. They did the video with our mate Bailey Cayley and
Yeah.
Jackham and all the guys there. Who are some of the stars in F Troop before we move on?
Hachi, definitely. Top of the tree. Very good bowler. We had him last year. 2 years ago, playing top grade in our one-day grand final. We've also got Bailey Cayley, really good opening bowler.
It is really Bailey Cayley?
It's Bailey Cayley. Yeah, that's the name.
I love it.
Yeah, so it's Bailey with a Y, so he gets called Yaley at the club. Stephen Paternostre, he won our player of the club last year, so he's definitely one to watch out for. Good batter, good bowler. And then Jacob Dixon as well, taking the reins as skipper again this year, is probably someone to watch out for as well.
All right, look forward to maybe catching up with a couple of them if they're back. Where are they playing?
I think wasn't it Dianella?
We just saw that.
It was Dianella, so yeah, down at Light Street.
So just up the road, relatively
not
speaking.
too far
in
away.
the North, are you north central? Because you're not northwest.
Probably North Central. We're in Girraween, so.
Yeah, no comments. Smiling.
Just lock your car tomorrow.
No,
we're okay.
no, it's all right. Mate, I lived in Belgra. I'm okay. I've left all my Halloween treats out on the balcony for the kids to take.
Yeah. Oh,
I
let them have free reign.
I figure it's that way. If the
I'll have to
van and there's no eggs, I'll get bird poo on the van anyway.
I'll have
Right.
to grab a handful on the way out.
Well, you can. G grade, let's have a look. The Sharks had the bye, and SKLP really probably wished that they did. Maylands 190 in 35 going down to Uni. I don't know why that's highlighted that way. Uni 5 for 211. Our researcher again letting me down. 6 for 123. Helena Valley defeating Mundaring 121 off 31. And another top of the table clash last week. It went according to plans, at least ladder positions. I'm not sure it was SKLP's plan here. 1 versus 2. Allenbrook 157 off 38 overs. Our researchers have written a word here that says hurt, SKLP. And that is because SKLP, one of the powerhouse clubs of the Perth Swan Cricket Association in terms of sheer numbers, I suspect, with a cheeky smile on my face, the decision to not train has not paid off in this occasion.
I don't think so.
All out for 11 in 11 overs, so really batting at Knowlesy speed there, 1 per wicket.
Yeah, it's it's
A tough day at the
definitely
office.
a score. I haven't seen a score that low for a long time, if ever.
No, I'm sure somewhere there's a slower score.
There's got to be one somewhere.
Now, for this grade, we're just going to have a quick look at them by matches, and I'll lead it off. Helena Valley versus Mundaring. Julian McCulley top scoring there with 30 not out. Camillus Johnson had 4 for 25, and Chris Smith 3 for 24. And a special shout out to Richie Buckles of Mundaring, who has become one of our recent followers as well. Good to have you with us there, Bucks.
Maylands versus Uni. Trevor Higgins 69, Dan Frampton 54, Ajan Thalapali 43 not out, Sal Vadi 35 for Uni. Dan Frampton as well, 3 for 20. So I think he's getting a bit of a look in for effort of the week. Shivam Sharma, 3 for 39, and Liam Van de Mosel with 3 for 47. Uni bowled 38 extras. Mayland 31. So kept it close comparative, but definitely something they can be working on the training track.
Yep. Well, that's something you guys should be proud of. I see the way you're pushing your training. You said you're getting good numbers there, and the results will start to pay off in the end. So well done there. Allenbrook up against SKLP. It was a bumpy day. These are pretty much all Allenbrook mentions. No surprises there. Baljit Singh had 63 for the Rangers. He was actually the only batsman above 30, while Kalpesh Banderi had 4 for 21 and Hanish Harani 3 for 29. SKLP, this is an interesting stat here. 4 ducks, 3 players with 2, 2 players with 1, and the top score individually, 3. Oh dear.
Those numbers in that order do my brain wonders. It's very nice to see it that way. Three with 2, 2 with 1, 1 with 3. You know, just the way they sounded, rolled off the tongue, it sounded really good.
That's what we do here on the Community Sports Show, where you're with me, Noel Nosey Johnston, and the bloke who loves what I do. That is Bailey O'Keefe of West Coast. Speaking of loving what they do, someone else did as well last week.
Sean Sanders, 6 for 3 off 6, including 4 maidens.
Yeah, well done.
Very good effort there.
Shawnee, another one of the Allenbrook. So when you take 6 for 3 and your top batsman makes 3, you really know you're in trouble.
Yes.
All right, well, speaking of in trouble, Allenbrook are far from that. They're undefeated on 3-0, while Scarborough and SKLP are both on 1 win, 1 loss. This grade has got a bye, so there's a little bit of a uneven game allocation here. Helena Valley are in 4th, University, Mundaring, Maylands and Southern Rossmoyne currently rounding out the table, which will not work to their advantage because they've got the bye this week, while Maylands take on Scarborough. Dun, 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 dun.
Going to do that every time, aren't
you can have fun with this stuff. Viewers, this is the reality of life, you know. I was in hospital earlier this week. I was as crook as all heck, and thank you to everyone that reached out to me. But the reality is you can have fun with life, you know.
You can. You have to.
And you have to. You have to embrace the moments. And that's what we're all about here, celebrating the moments. There might be a couple at Mundaring versus Allenbrook. Mundaring, opportunity here just to get their first win, although Allenbrook 3-0 will not be making that easy.
Coming off taking a team all out for 11.
Yep.
Definitely looking to be rolling through.
And Southern Rossmoyne, I said, well, they're going to get the bye. All right, well, we're going to have just a very quick break here and be back in a moment for the final few grades. If you haven't already, you might have already seen a lot of people saying, what have they been saying?
Max me out, Nolsey.
That's what I want to hear. Max me out, Nolsey, in the comments. And you could be maxed out in terms of up to 8 entries in our autographed Ricky Ponting giveaway poster, fully signed, certificate of authenticity, valued at $250. I'm giving that away tomorrow morning live here from the Community Sports Show studio. So say Max me out, Nolsey, during the break, and we'll be back for the final segment here on the Community Sports Show for the Intersport Slater Gartrell Perth Swan Cricket Association Review Show, Edition 4, thanks to ID Athletic and Vision Decor. We'll be back in just a moment. globe. You're here on the Community Sports Show.
Back
Well-
to it. You got me.
I got me too, so I don't discriminate. I'm equally bad with everyone. Well, welcome back, viewers. I was trying, not quite so discreetly as it turned out, to find a button to play the next video. We'll play that at the end. But wherever you are, you're here on the Community Sports Show with me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston, and our guest of the week, Bailey O'Keefe from West Coast Cricket Club. Welcome back, Bailey. How are you holding up, mate?
Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying it. It's been good. It's been good fun.
Lots, isn't
Hopefully,
there?
hopefully I haven't been talking too much.
No, we're back on track now.
Okay, that's good. I like that.
That's all right. Those electrodes will stop hurting in a moment. But look, viewers, wherever you are, thanks for joining us. This is the Intersport Slater Gartrell Perth Swan Cricket Association review show, where every week we go through every grade and have a look at all the highs, the lows, the bits in between. And I'm just going to upsize that so that I can sneak that across to see your comments, because my phone's about to run out of power. All right, let's get into it. H grade.
Ellenbrook.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go
Oh.
for it. No,
I thought you were leading me in
you're
there.
a step ahead of me. Go for it.
Ellenbrook, 90 and 35, lost to Carlisle, 9 for 178. Glen Forest, 54 in 22, lost to Midland, 4 for 124 off 20. Coolbinia West Perth, 9 for 129 off 35, lost to Bayswater, 8 for 148. City Beach, 6 for 199, beat Yokine Pilbara, 130. Special shout out to Patrick Martini for 100 games for Carlisle.
Yeah, well done there, Martino. Good effort, buddy. All right, let's have a look at the batsmen. I'll give a few of these a shout out here. Dylan Morgan leading off with 67. Alan Turvey at Midland with 60 not out off 60. That's a great performance there. Hopefully he's in the side. This is down the grade, so sorry, I'll just move on. Rishi Barot had 54 for Zain Azif. No, truly, not as if. For Zain Azif. Had 47. Matt Ellis, 42. Xavier Carr had 40.
Keith Sanders, 39 not out. Lakmal Don and Warren Gandy, 36. Daniel Gandy, 5 for 34. Tanmay Kolapaka, 4 for 18. And Leith Wilson, 3 for 23.
Yeah, good efforts there. A few fifers as well. So, but that was the batting and bowling combined, because there was a bit of a strange grade, this one. Pardon me. This next two, they almost got a mention. So, because they sound like an aircraft, the Lancaster and Douglas, they both got 29 for Carlisle, so there you go, almost. Shout out to Wade and Blake for Glen Forest for game-wide effort across the grade. Didn't get a mention because it wasn't under the stats or above the stats.
Yep.
But we saw your effort across the grade. Lots of twofers. We mentioned threefers. There was lots of twofers.
Lots of twofers.
There was a lot of you. Well done to all of you, whether you got them or contributed in some way. Allenbrook gave up a bit to Carlisle out of their 90. They had 33 extras.
Yes.
Thanks for coming, Allenbrook. It's been a couple of grades. We haven't mentioned them for a while, but they're back.
They are. They are back.
The
Carlisle.
Goldens. Yep.
Ellenbrook, or Carlisle with 2, sorry. Ellenbrook and Basie. Looking at the ladder, Carlisle 3-0.
Oh, sorry, I threw him. I left you hanging high and dry there.
The
yeah,
stat
Cal-
man.
yeah.
We'll blame
No,
the stat
on
man.
2-0. No, sorry, now I've thrown myself under the bus. Can someone beep, 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 reverse that truck? Carlisle 3-0. On 2-1, we have City Beach, Coolbinia, West Perth, and Bayswater, while Glen Forest, Midland, and Yokine are all on 1.
Yeah,
I
okay,
know,
I've
it's
got
hard.
it now. You've thrown up the order. The tea break. It changed everything. Ellenbrook still looking for their first one, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think it'll come this week either.
No.
Sorry, Ellenbrook.
Oh, they're playing Midland. It's a bit of bias there, I think. I reckon Ellenbrook might be able to get this one over.
We'll see.
It will. It'll be a good one. Glen Forest versus Carlisle. Coolbinia West Perth versus Yokine Pilbara. And then match of the grade is Bayswater versus City Beach.
Yeah, that one there, really. Both those sides, 3rd and 4th on the ladder. Really trying to battle for 3rd spot there because they're even on wins. So one will take 3rd. One could potentially drop out of the 4th. So a big game there. All right, it was a great. We spoke about it before in one of the other grades. It was another great week for road trips in I grade. Caversham 213 off 39 going down to Mount Lawley Inglewood 5 for 235. Middle Swan heavy side almost there 9 for 97 going down to SKLP 6 for 100. We made them work for it off 30.
Off their 30.
Yep. Bayswater 184 went down to the Western Wolves 189, and in the first versus 3rd game, Carlisle 81 in 29. Another top side going under the pressure of responsibility. 81 in 39 fall into 3rd place City Beach, who put on 1 for 82, and I'm going to call it. This is my job. I get to be the evil granddad. 12 overs, you're meant to bat 20. Turn it up. All right, that's all I'll say on that one. I'll do the batting only because I've got a bit of a line in here. Tanmoy Mandal had 82. Carl Blewett was 75. And a good mention here, Sean Patel of Mount Lawley Inglewood with 72 off 62 at 2. That's not a bad performance there. With 9 4s and 3 6s. Then he took 4 for 50 off 8. So he joined, or was joined by Gavin Franchetto, who chipped in with 54 for Mount Lawley for them to share a 139 run partnership. Well done there, guys. And now I'll let you play with the last 5.
Lockie Teakle, 53 not out. Josh Bennett, 50. Gerard Gibson, 42. Sandeep Patel, 39. Gadev Iras, 35 not out. SKLP gave Middle Swan 38 out of 97 extras. Wolves gave Bayswater 40, who then gave them 37 back.
That's nice.
So it was very polite, very polite. Dinka Hashani had 3 for 17. Kerry Panara, 3 for 21. And Subi Gupta, 3 for 30.
And then as City Beach, you had some bloke called Phil. Well, he took 4 for, but that's all we're going to say about him. Well, if you can't be bothered registering, you don't get the recognition. It's that simple. Coolbinia West Perth had the Golden Duck. SKLP lead on 3 wins ahead of City Beach, Mount Lawley Inglewood, Coolbinia West Perth and Western Wolves all on 2. While Cavish and Bayswater and the mighty 78s looking to regroup. I don't know that this week will be it, though. We're on the road to Mount Lawley, who are 3rd.
Yes. You've also got SKLP versus Caversham, City Beach versus Bayswater, and then Western Wolves versus Coolbinia West Perth.
Yep, we do indeed. And a special shout out to Reggie Fern of City Beach while we're on the coast there. He's playing his 150th for the club this weekend. Joined them back in 2015, 2016. So well done there, Reggie. And in J grade, it is the last grade. Let's have a look at what it was, because there was a few sides batted out their overs. I like
6
that.
out of the 8.
Yep.
Wow, that's a good little effort.
Like
Brillsbrook 9 for 141. Beat Forestfield 9 for 137. SKLP 2 for 114. Batting their 20 overs. Beat Belmont 9 for 108. Dianella 113 in 32. Lost to Ascot 7 for 155. Swanview 8 for 180. Lost to Lesmurdy Mazenod 3 for 208.
3 for 208. That's a pretty impressive performance there.
Good score.
And leading the charge for the Kookaburras, it was James Tomaselli with 100 not out off 104 balls at 1. There was arguments he should have been my opening bat in the Knowlesy All-Stars. Unlucky there, James. Might be
Very
in the
unlucky.
effort of the week candidate.
Paul Gothard.
Yep, Cooks.
Coulthard, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
My bad. Coulthard also with Les Murdy had 70 off 115 at 2. Jason Gimmer and Luke O'Reilly 40. Brett Cahill 37. William Cook and Fred DeLacy both on 32 not out.
Yeah, good efforts there. Ramesh Jusani had 3 for 12. Zoe Tickner chipped in with 3 for 38 for Les Murdy. And Bailey Wilson, the last of the bowling mentions, gets 3 for 46, I should say there, Bailey. Now, you'd think Bailey would be the last of the mentions in the bowling stakes here, but there's just a couple of special mentions.
There's a couple, isn't there? 49 extras by Dianella versus Ascot, 38 of them wides.
Yeah.
They did, however, get 34 extras back, 27 of them wides.
Can you imagine being out there for that?
You'd look like a scarecrow if you're the umpire.
That's 10 extra overs.
That's an insane amount. 41 by Forestfield versus Bullsbrook, 20 more than they got. And to wrap it up, Riley McKeon of Bullsbrook, 3 catches.
Yeah, well done there, Riley. All right, looking at the ladder, Les Murdy Mazenod on 3-0. Bullsbrook, SKLP, I should have done it like this.
Yeah.
But it's about space. Yeah, there's so much to talk about. Bullsbrook, SKLP and Ascot on 2 and 1. Forestfield, Dianella and Belmont have the 1 win. And Swanview looking for their first matches this week. Ascot versus Les Murdy Mazenod. I think these will all go based on ladder positions, to be honest. Forestfield versus Belmont. Bullsbrook up against Dianella. And Swanview up against SKLP. Even on Brown Park 2, unlikely to get their their first win of the season. All right, well, that's all the grades done. Congratulations, you made it to the end.
Thank you.
Almost.
I see a couple of things
it
left.
does say finished there, so we'll finish up here on the Intersports Ladder Gartrell Perth Swan Cricket Association review show, thanks to Vision Decor and ID Athletic, with me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston, and this bloke, Bailey O'Keefe, by having a look at a couple of things here. We've got an award to give away. This is the one that no one wants to win, though. It is the Golden Duck Award. It will be presented at the association wind-up again. It is for the clubs, so it's not naming an individual, although I do notice that a couple might contribute more than their fair share. 22 for this week, 66 over the last 3, so a 22 average across the grades. 4 clubs got their first. Unlucky Allenbrook, Pulbinia, West Perth, Carlisle and Bayswater. And there are, I'll let you take this next line, 4 that still are yet to break that.
Yep, 4 remain. Bullsbrook, Darlington, Scarborough, and thankfully for me, West Coast are still looking for their first one.
I don't know that you want to be looking for it.
It'll come.
It'll come.
It's going to be me tomorrow. I'm
Build
putting
it,
it down.
and well, I tell you what.
You're going to put the pressure on us by turning up.
Well, it doesn't. I get blamed all the time on this or that. All right, looking at the grades, second grade have 0. Well done, second grade. While both B grade and E grade, so you are a chance.
I'm a chance.
Have got 10 each there. Caversham on the club stakes currently lead on 7. But that is before the pro rata rule is applied. Are you familiar with the pro rata
Yes.
rule?
Yes, I am. Yes. Being.
So for all the viewers at home,
I'm not giving them a speech because it takes too long to come out of my head.
okay, well, in simple terms, viewers, and I'm bad at maths, if you have 10 golden ducks, like a club does, okay, and you have 2 teams, we will divide that 10 by 2, and you will have a club average of 5. If you have 10 golden ducks across your club and you have 5 teams, we will divide the 10 by 5, and you will have a club average of 2. That's how it works here.
I like that.
That way, if you've got 7 clubs, you're not being penalised because you'll rack
Yes.
them up
Yes.
5 times quicker than a single club. So we've got to be fair about it, but that will happen. All right, I want to thank all of our guests and our viewers. We are at Hudson Park tomorrow
Yes.
for the B grade match between West Coast and Midland. I'm excited. Our first time at West Coast. I've got the shirt behind us now to put up in the broadcast van. I'll give it a quick wash. Did that come out of your washing basket?
It did. It did.
Yeah.
I promise it did. I promise it did.
I felt the love.
Yeah.
I could smell it too.
Yeah, it's nice. It's got to smell good, doesn't it?
Yes, we'll let one, to use a cricket term, I'll let that one through the keeper. I won't let it through to the keeper though. Everyone that got a mention throughout the show, and to all those who made our initial all-star team, the challenge for them is to stay there, because I'm not going to do a team every week.
Yeah.
It is literally, those people own that spot. If you want to make the Community Sports Show all-star team for the season, you need to beat what's in your batting position. And I don't just mean by numbers, It's about how you bat. Did you stay there for a long time and get the win? Did you stay there and get almost a win for your club? Did you turn it round with a couple of catches, or a couple of run-outs, or a stumping? Because you know what I like is the clubs that now tag us in their match reports. I actually get to see who did what and how that all went. So let us know how it went, and that could change. But this week, out of all the mentions we've had across all of the grades, and after much deep consideration, I have decided to give this week's Effort of the Week award to, it is a $50 Slater's voucher. You can just prove it's in there. Can you confirm? Yep. The Slater's voucher
is in there.
A $25 Joey's Swan Valley Diner voucher,
That is in there too.
as well as the exclusive, don't need to pull those out,
damn.
exclusive, there's some there I prepared earlier, the exclusive ID Athletic Community Sports Show singlet and bucket hat, and the winner came from a team, and this is about the effort.
It is.
His team lost by 3 runs, and they're yet to win a game. You would think, how can a person get an award for that? Well, Umesh Rathi of Caversham C grade with 77 of 64 balls at 8 out of a score of 181 for his club, including 7 fours, 4 sixes, and then a 3 for 30 off 7. Congratulations, Umesh. Do you want to chuck us that or display it for Umesh? There you are. You can collect yours along with the 2 others I've got sitting here. Pankaj. Who else we got there? Pankaj and last week's winner, Nick Halloran. Yours are there as well as the video winners of the week. This week going to Daniel Mason. Week 1 going to Happy Bopperai. And last week, Dave Washbourne. That is it. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to you, mate, for coming along. I'm just going to sneak in there and get those things sorted. Your thoughts? You've seen behind the machine.
It's a very well run machine. It's very well oiled, very organised. As I can say, unfortunately, I've just gone off the rails a little bit. And
stop it. Stop.
Started talking too much.
No. You rein that in, and look, we all do it.
It's just the excitement. The excitement.
Our challenge tomorrow night will be me escaping to get back to my own club after.
Yeah.
And I feel it fair for all the clubs who know me, and everyone out there does, normally I have a nice cold bush chook. Because I've been sick, I'm going to be honest, I'll hang around for a couple of drinks, but it'll only be the soft stuff. I'm not sponsored by them, but I'm on the softies tomorrow, so won't be hanging around till midnight. Plus, I've got to drive the van home.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
It's a long way from Girraween.
You definitely get along with all the guys at our club, all the bush chooks we drink.
Well, I'm looking forward. I have to be honest, and a big shout out to everyone at West Coast. You've jumped on board the show really well. You've come in as part of the Perth Swan, and I know it's going to annoy a lot of clubs, but I'll put the invitation out there for you. You said that Nicky wants me to do some TikTok videos or whatever. Can't see that happening, but we'll see how that goes. But I'll put the offer out there to you to grab a photo in the broadcast van as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll do it for sure.
We'll do that. All right, look, wherever you are, thanks to our sponsors, of course, Intersports Ladder, Gartrell's our primary review show sponsor, our platinum sponsors, Vision Decor and ID Athletic, as well as our support sponsors, Joey's Swan Valley Diner, Barner Construction, and of course, all of the team behind them. Wherever you are across the globe, as we've seen this week with Ferntree Gully and young Ben Austin, it is about coming together. We are a community. Support each other. I say it every week and people go, why do you say that? And it turns out that it's actually a simple thing to say. Wherever you are, take care, stay safe. Be nice to yourself, but please remember, be nice to those around you too. Until tomorrow morning at about 9:30, entries have officially closed. If you have not said max me off in the next 30 seconds, you are not in the competition, or you got what you got. Look after those who look after us, our sponsors. Thanks, mate, to you.
Thank you.
I'll turn the mics off now. That is Knowlesy signing off till tomorrow morning here on the Community Sports Show. Across the globe, you're here on the Community Sports Show.
Since 2019, we've been loud and been proud. The Community Sports Show, telling tales for the crowd. From Perth in Western Australia, our man Nosey and all of the team share the stories from all sports to all of the world. Everyone and every sport is welcome to join in the fun, from the large and especially the small. We're here to help them to stand proud and tall. We tell you their stories with all of the glories. We lift up the stars from near and from far. Through Facebook and YouTube and Instagram too, sharing the love of connection, it's just what we do. The Community Sports Show, your home of the people, their tales and their dreams. It's the only place for you and your teams.